welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited you guys decided to join me on this lovely day. And today we are going to be building a tiny home in The Sims 4. It's kind of a modern family home. And when I say family, it is simply a set of parents and then their infant. So not a very big family home. It's definitely a small, but it's also an eco, quotes around that, eco home. I built it in Evergreen Harbor, which is the world that comes with eco lifestyle, and so I used the windows and doors that came with that pack. I used a lot of the more eco finishes. Once we get upstairs, it's on the roof. I kind of used the roof as some, I don't really know, some fun outdoor spaces. I'm also sorry if you can hear Thea whining. I don't know why she's whining, because we just got back from a run. I mean, not just, but we went on a run this morning. And also, I do apologize if Anna's purring on my lap bothers you at all. But honestly, I think you should take it as a perk, because some good cat ASMR. I also don't even know if you can hear her, because this is a very good quality mic, and sometimes it doesn't pick up things like that. But yeah, this home is basically just kind of like, I imagine maybe it was like a shipping container or like one of those sheds that they turned into a home. But yeah, here you'll kind of see where we're going on the roof now. I did part of it in like grass. I imagine maybe they put like some sod up there, and then the rest of it I did like with these pavers, which would probably kind of be annoying to be up there, because in like mine, that's like a big concrete slab and then like little rocks in between, which would be a little bit annoying. But over in the green, I do some solar panels, and I also do this wind turbine, and I use the roof ones so that you don't have to constantly worry about repairing them, because that's honestly one of the worst things about like doing an off the grid. This is not an off the grid home, but like doing one of those eco homes is trying to make sure that everything's functioning at full capacity. That's like one of my favorite ways to do gameplay, is to do like an off the grid lot challenge, and then just kind of like with the rags to riches. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. But in this house we just have one bedroom and then one tiny bathroom. I once again, big shocker here to literally nobody, used the get together shower tub combo. It just is so pretty, and I can't not use it. I feel so bad, because I feel like I always use that, because I feel like a shower tub combo is just so like necessary. Like, it's just so realistic in my opinion. I feel like so many places have, like, it's rare that you have just a shower and not a shower tub combo. But I mean, that could just be like where I've lived. And you see, I tried to use the Parenthood one, but I was like, I can't use that curtain. Like, the glass just looks so nice. I need like one or two more shower tub combos. But the bathroom is pretty simple, and then we go into this kitchen here. I wanted to try to not use the one window with like the lip, because I feel like that's so stereotypical to use in a kitchen. But I ended up using it. And I also used these green appliances, which I don't think I've ever used in the green swatch from I think it's Get Together. No, not Get Together, Growing Together. Lots of growing together in this, which makes sense because it is, I'm sorry if you could just hear that Discord notification. I thought I had my Mac on silent, but I guess I did not. But yeah, we're just kind of working on that, and I don't know, I guess it's the new year now. This is my first build that's going up for the new, oh my god, this is my first build that's going for the new year. Happy New Year. Let me know what resolutions you have. I don't even know what my resolutions are, and it is New Year's Eve right now when I'm recording this, so that's kind of one thing I would like to work on. I should do today before I go to my New Year's Eve party tonight, is do that. And I also want to, last year I made like a collage, kind of like a mood board for 2025, and then I just had it as like my default background, and I think I'm going to do that again, because I kind of like that. But yeah, here we've done a lot. We've put in the Murphy bed, so that's where the parents, I imagine, sleep. We also did this little table, and then we're going to pull out a desk here that I imagine that they fabricated. I do give them like a fabrication space outside. I imagine the two parents that lived here, I kind of imagined it was a queer couple. One of them is kind of really big into arts and fabrication. Well, one of them I imagine was big into art, and the other one was big into fabrication. So like they're both into arts, but like varying levels of it. I gave them the digital sketch pad for like the artist, and I imagine maybe they like painted this mural, and they're just a little bit, I don't know, maybe they're more of like the stay-at-home parent, so they don't really do a lot. I mean, I don't do a lot, like, work-wise, because being a stay-at-home parent is a lot of work. I don't mean to, like, belittle that at all. But, yeah. I also am feeling so guilty. I use so many things I frequently use. Like, I feel like I always use that Tiny Living TV stand, but I feel like it looks so nice. Like, how am I supposed to not use it? When something looks good in the game, I want to use it. I also don't know where that rug is from, but that is something I don't use a lot. And same with the table. I don't usually use that table. Rocking chair, guilty of using that a lot. Also, I'm going to use the curtains that I always use. It just, you could tell that I needed just like a comfort build when I was building this. I was during Christmas, like I think it was towards the beginning or middle of Christmas break when I was having some not good thoughts. We're feeling a little bit better today. I think it's crazy how much just going out and like doing something, like going out for a run can just like make me feel better, even if it's just like a short little run. Like I just did like a mile and a quarter today, like not that far, just getting out there, getting outside. I mean, it was like 30 degrees, and so it was a little cold, and I almost slipped once. I mean, I did slip, but I didn't fall. I just like could feel like the slip of my foot. But I just have sometimes so little motivation to go out and do that, and then that's the hard thing. But we're doing the infants room now. I gave them the little chicken wall hanging. I also used that growing together shelf above the changing table, which I feel like I'm so guilty. I'd never used the cloud lamp though, so I'm glad that I used that. And then I also used the little barn playhouse from Horse Ranch, and then the play chest. And then I put up, I used some things I don't frequently use, but I used a lot of things I commonly did use. I also used the infant crib from Enchanted by Nature, which is gorgeous. I think it's not quite the vibes that they would do, but maybe they like fabricated it or something. I don't know. And now we're going to go clutter up the kitchen, where I'm going to get some little plants out and put them on the ledge. And they actually are floating, but we're going to ignore that. You can tell that my shelf's a little bit too high. And then actually I end up moving the lot, because I wanted to just flop the sides I wanted this far side, the left side. Good thing for you to know, I'm horrible by right and lefts. But yeah, I end up, because I wanted on the left side to be like that eco area with the fabricator and that little kind of like awning-ish space that I brought out. And then I also put in the tea kettle. I feel like I'm using that tea kettle so often, and it was early purchase content for what is the newest pack? Adventure Awaits. But it just looks so good. But yeah, I also used the peppers that came in Lovestruck. I also put up some mugs and the little shelf. And then I also put in a little picture over here. I feel like I would stereotypically put a broom there, and I'm so glad that I didn't do that, because it's nice to not always do like what you stereotypically would do. But yeah, we're just continuing to clutter up the little kitchen space. I end up pulling out, I was trying to look for like literally just like a bottle or like something like that, but I just pulled out the diaper bag from the Storybook nursery kit, which I just did a build on with that. I'll link it up above. I did a limited pack build with that, Realm of Magic, Growing Together, and Life and Death, and then Laundry Day. And that, I think, turned out really fun. And so, like, that showed me that item existed, because so many times you, like, forget that items exist. And so I think I'm definitely going to try to do, like, limited pack builds more often, like randomized ones. I think they're kind of fun, and they challenge me a little bit to get outside of my comfort zone. I also put in like this little city structure in this bookshelf, which I think is so cute. I think maybe they like took the like honeymoon in New York or something, or maybe they frequently, or one of them's from the city. I don't know. I think it was cute, so I put it there. And I also used from the grunge mudroom kit. I used that. I also haven't been using that a ton, but I don't know. I've been using it more recently. I also made it look kind of like the mirror was maybe leaning against it. I think that's pretty much it for the outside. And then you'll see here, we're going to go out to the exterior where I'm going to, yeah, here's where I'm moving the lot because I was like, okay, I actually want this over here. Move that over there, pull out the things that come from Eco Lifestyle. So like the recycling machine, the fabricator. I also pull out the insect farms and the little chicken coop. I imagine that they would have chickens because I think that's just so cute. I personally would love to have chickens, but I know that I would not in the mental capacity to bring more animals into my home. I mean, I wouldn't have them inside my home, but like into like my space. But yeah, I would love to have chickens. That just would be so much fun, but I would definitely need support in that, and I'm already raising 3 animals inside this house, aka shots fired at you, Abby. I know you're not watching this, but if you are, shots are fired. That's my little sister. But yeah, we're just kind of, here I also realized that it was counting that as a room up there, I think. Or here shortly, I do. So then I go up there and fix that because I wanted it to be not in the small home. I wanted it to be in the tiny home spectrum, so you get more benefits because the small home benefits aren't really that good, but like a tiny home you get like reduced bills, your skills grow twice as fast, which is very good if you have small infants and you want them to build those skills really, really fast. And also you get double relationship gains. So there's a lot of really good things that happen in like the tiny home versus the small home. The small home, it's just like you're in a good mood, and like I don't even know if the garden, because that's another thing, like in tiny homes, like things grow twice as fast. I just love playing in tiny homes, and they're also really fun to build and a little bit more challenging. And then we're going to night mode. I'm going to get some lovely lights going around. I feel like that's one thing where I will commonly forget is like actually include exterior lights. I feel like it's just such a simple thing for me to forget. Oh, I also found, I tried with these ones from the little campers kit, and then I actually found string lights in, I think it was the debug menu for, what is it? Is it businesses and hobbies? And yeah, right here, I ended up sizing it down and putting them in there. So there's a little bit light over here. So if whoever's working over here in the dark has a little bit of light, obviously it's not going to be totally lit up, but there's some. And then I used the fabricated wall lights back here. It was kind of, I didn't quite know how to orientate them, but I ended up just kind of throwing them off to one side. Plus, and it also lights up the ladder. So less of a danger for that. And then there wasn't really a lot of like landscaping to do on this lot because this lot is it's a 20 by 15 lot. So not a lot going on. And I also wanted a lot of things outside. But I ended up putting a tree, and I think that's about it. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you want to download this build, it is available on the gallery. You can find all the information for it in the description box below. And I am just so excited to ring in this new year with you guys. And here's where I actually did fix, because I realized it was rooming, so I didn't realize it was towards the tail end of it. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys sticking around, hanging out with me. Oh, there's also terrain paint. So I guess there's a little bit longer, but not terribly too much long. Oh, and I also realized, yeah. So here's the thing that I mentioned I was going to fix earlier, and now I'm doing. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see what 2026 brings for us. I guess it's been a little bit into the new year by now, but I'm wishing you guys all a happy new year and just good vibes. I'm sending good vibes your way. All right. Bye.